I pokes ahead jokes.
Is there a butterfly?
I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I would go with mosquito most likely. Welcome back to episode 234 of I Pokes and Head Chokes. It's your boy, Mr. Alex, with his super horny t-shirt.
It's an ugly ass.
I don't know. I like the shirt. You a hating ass bitch. You know why? Because I saw Austin Creed wearing this shirt once on one of the YouTube things. I was like, I want that shirt. I was like, it's funny. Yeah. So
I remember you saying something like that.
Yeah.
And I said,
and then I got the Just the Tip one as well. Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, the pink one. Yeah. But it's you know, when you wash it and it gets too fucking tight after it, like, yeah,
Pink,
I can't really wear it anymore. I mean, it's a black shirt it's a pink unicorn, whatever. Either way, it's Just the Tip. It reminds me of Archer and all that stuff. So I was like, Just the Tip. But I hope everybody had a good weekend.
Everybody had season 12 coming.
Fun. I don't think I could watch it without Mallory in there. To be honest with you, that's gonna be rough.
She's in it.
Okay, but they're gonna have to kill her off eventually, or that's the last season. Because I don't feel like I could watch her comedic timing. Is everything.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah, like let's be honest, her comedic timing is everything. But yeah, I hope everybody had a good weekend. I hope everybody had a good last week. This is pretty much last week tonight in wrestling. Let's be honest. We have a lot to talk about. Actually, we got some AEW stuff to talk about. We have some Triplemania stuff to talk about. For AAA, they just had their version of for people that don't know, their version of WrestleMania. And we also had a New Japan Pro pay-per-view. Why did I forget? Why did I forget like the name, the words pay-per-view? We had a pay-per-view that came up.
The whole word wrestling.
Yeah, I know. No, NJPW, like it's fine. NJPW Resurgence. New Japan Pro. I mean, if I say New Japan, everybody knows it's New Japan Pro Wrestling. If I say New Japan Pro, everybody knows it doesn't really matter.
I didn't know what that pause was about.
I was just like, it was pay-per-view. I couldn't get pay-per-view out of my head for some reason. So we had a Resurgence happen. And also, that I just realized, we have to preview SummerSlam and fucking NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just remembered that.
Oh, so, you said that the right way because that's the order it's happening.
Yeah. We're chronological, bitch.
I'm talking about SummerSlam is first and then New Japan. And then NXT.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. We go chronological. No?
Yeah.
Shut up, bitch!
Anyways. I'm sorry, I just had to throw that one in there. It's fun. Come on. I have it working properly now. Somewhat, I think. Maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so I guess we get started. We will find out. Honestly. We'll find out if it's doubling audio afterwards or if your audio is doubling. I should probably check for that. I think you're fine though. Say something. Say anything.
Something, bitch.
All right, you're good. We probably should have checked that beforehand. Okay. But fuck you. Actually, your audio sounded perfectly fine. I don't know why I just thought about it. I'm fucking paranoid with this shit because the audio stuff likes to do whatever it wants to do. There was music outside.
I figured that.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna start off with AEW Rampage.
So we're not going to talk about
AEW Rampage was
the
good.
other.
So what other
thing?
Yeah. Dynamite?
Yeah.
What happened on Dynamite? Did anything major happen on Dynamite? Come on, we have a lot of shit to talk about. That's why I want to just keep it short, sweet, to the point. Rampage was dope. Rampage was cool. I was not expecting an hour of Rampage. Only an hour for the first episode. I thought it was going to be 2 hours.
I'm happy it was an hour.
I'm glad it was an hour.
No.
I missed that. You know why I'm glad it was an hour? Because I wholeheartedly miss when NXT was an hour.
Do you miss when Ring of Honor was an hour? Because it's still an hour.
No. I miss Ring of Honor promoting their shit and actually trying to do something with their thing that used to be number 2 in the United States. I wish they would get back to that. I miss when they were number 2 in the United States. You know? That's what I miss. I miss going to the shows with New Japan and Ring of Honor or just Ring of Honor shows. Like, I miss those days. I miss that. 2018 into 2019. Like, I miss those days. You know? But now they don't even promote their own shit, bro. 2017 to 2019, yes, it was great times for Ring of Honor. I fucking loved it.
Whenever Cody, the Bucks, and Kenny would pop up every once in a while.
Yeah. You got a Jay White, you got a Tanahashi popping up here and there, you got a Shingo popping up. Like, you had everyone popping up here and there, and it was beautiful. It was awesome to see. But yeah, so on the debut episode of Rampage, we had the first match was Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage for the Impact World Championship, in which Christian defeated Kenny Omega for the Impact World Championship, which was a surprise to everyone. Surprise to me. Yeah. And I was just like, oh shit. I didn't think he was going to win the title. Me either, but it was a really good match. I had fun watching it.
It was really cool. Good. It was really good.
Really good match. It was a great way to start off a brand new show. And like, why the fuck not? You know, like, don't get me wrong. He's a belt collector. He's Kenny Omega. They still gonna I'm pretty sure he's gonna come back and try to get that title anyway. Let's be real. Plus, you have the AEW. You have the AEW World Championship match at All Out in like 2-3 weeks. So, in 2 weeks actually. So that's gonna, like, you know, the mind game stuff is gonna be in his head, all that shit. So it's gonna be incredibly interesting to see how everything plays out with that. Will he win the AEW World Championship? It's possible. It's highly possible, but we don't know yet. After that, we had Miro versus Fuego del Sol for the AEW TNT Championship in a decent match. He almost killed him, but Fuego del Sol started off hot. He got him with a couple of tornado DDTs from the top rope.
Yes.
Yeah, and he started off the match. Well, he started doing that before the match, then got the match started. Then I think he did it like 2 or 3 more times. He had him on the ropes.
Yeah, and then like 4 times altogether.
He tried it one more time, and then he got caught. But good display for somebody that's 1-39, 1-40 now. I didn't know he was 1-40. At least he's better than what's his face. I Got Kids. What was his name? You know what I mean? At least he had a 1 win. Yeah, Heath Slater. But either way, like, it was cool that at the end, like, after the match, even though he didn't win, like, he didn't have to beat the champion 1, 2, 3. Yeah. He could have gotten a count out and gotten his contract. He could give a fuck about the championship. Championship would obviously be awesome. No, he just had to win. He didn't have to win the title. He had to win for the contract. So he could have counted him out. He could have gotten a count out victory. Miro could have retained the title, and he would have been contracted anyway. But it was cool. Like, everybody likes him. He puts a lot into it. He puts a lot of effort. I think that's what everybody loves about Fuego del Sol. And then one of his best friends in Samuel Guevara came out with what's his face, Tony Khan, and he was just like, "Yo," he was like, "Who cares that you're 1-40, 1-50, whatever, this and that?" He was like, "Everybody loves you. A lot of people in the back love you." Which actually showed like a really good moment from Sammy. It's like a big deviation from his like assholishness. So, and it was like a real wholesome moment. It's like him with one of his best friends, and he was able to present him the contract. And I was just like, I kind of fucks with you. But then, you know, he's eventually gonna go back to what he is usually. Or if that's a turning moment, who the fuck knows? But like, it's fine if you toe the line. I'm fine with towing the line. Like, it's okay. Like, you can have moments of,
but at the same
niceness
time,
and assholery, you know?
Yeah, but at the same time, the inner circle is pretty much baby faces right now. So
yeah, I mean, not dead, but yeah, they're pretty much all trying to, after MJF came out with his group,
and they're still dealing with each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then afterwards, we had the main event of the evening. We had Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, in Britsburg, defeating Red Velvet for the AEW Women's World Championship, and a pretty good match as well. She had to contend with having a broken hand, And Red Velvet's good, man. She's good. I like her. She's really talented.
So much.
She's gotten a lot better since she got wrecked by Britt Baker last time. And I'm glad it was a back and forth. And it was kind of a handicap for Britt Baker, but champions find a way around things like that. And they showcase that, and it just shows like her being in Pittsburgh, how big every move was for the crowd that she did. Like that crowd is completely sold on Britt Baker, like 100%, which is pretty damn awesome.
And that's home too. So
that's what I'm saying. That's why she was like, "It's Britsburg, bitch." She was just like, "That's where we're at, not Pittsburgh. We're Britsburg." And I was when I heard that while I was playing the game, I was like, "You know what you're doing, girl." I was like, "You know how to fucking rock it." And also at the same time, you gotta remember, who's her man? So like, I'm pretty sure he coached here and there, exactly. So like,
he can
with certain things like it's pretty cool. It was a good 1 hour show. Sometimes, honestly, for wrestling, you don't need more than an hour. If you get to the point with certain things, and this is the perfect, that's all you need. Like you had 3 championship matches to start off your first Friday night show, and haters are gonna be like, "Oh, exactly."
One with a legend.
Exactly. So you're gonna start off. People are gonna be like, "Oh, but it still didn't beat SmackDown." That's not what they were trying to do. Really, they're just trying to set the tone. Like, hey, even though this is an hour show, because I remember watching NXT. NXT for an hour, short and sweet. That was great for me and great for everybody. Like, even if you miss it, you can go on NXT and watch it. On NXT, on Hulu and watch it. You know what I mean? Like, you could do those things because it's only an hour. It's not taking up 3 hours of your time. Even 2 hours sometimes, it's like, it's not as bad as 3.
But that's what I'm saying. That is 3 hours of wrestling in one night.
What do you mean?
SmackDown and Rampage. That's 3 hours.
If you watch all 3. I'm talking about one show.
I mean, I get that. But sometimes
for me, that's why
sometimes I may watch that.
My thing is with AEW having a 1 hour show, if they could keep that consistent quality like they did this debut episode, that'll be a 2 hour show anytime with somewhat inconsistent qualities. I'm talking in terms of quality, not numbers.
I get what you're saying.
You know?
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Everybody, I mean, by default, WWE should have the higher numbers on Friday night because it has Roman Reigns. Just because of that, it'll have the higher numbers. But in terms of what they did, exactly. And in terms of what they did for their first show, if they could keep that consistent quality, stuff like that, you could work in people from Impact. You could work in people from New Japan or from AAA, even from your own roster, like because they have 4 shows going now.
Psycho Crazy, was it Psycho Clown?
They have 4 shows. Yeah, Psycho Clown. If you bring him through, like it doesn't matter. Like they're just it's going well, man. Yeah, it's going well,
really well.
Yeah,
they got 2 shows on TV and they got 2 shows on YouTube. And
exactly.
Dark and Dark Elevation. It's not like they really pay.
So like even if you miss one thing, you still have something else to watch. You know what I mean? And is it oversaturation? Maybe, but not really, because I feel like they're focusing on quality more than quantity. Even though they have 4 shows, there's more quality to it.
And each show is different.
Yeah. Each show has a different feel.
Yeah. Like Monday and Tuesday, Dark Elevation and then Dark, it's 2 completely different feels. Like Dark still feels like it's nobody in the crowd sometimes. But like there are people still there. It just has that feel to it. It feels more like Dark just feels more like prime COVID type wrestling, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like if I just looked at something, it went over 700K viewers the debut episode, and you can't ask for more than that. Like against a night on SmackDown, to get 700K viewers,
But not even again, because it's an hour later.
It's before. It's an hour later, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Imagine if it was at the same time. If they pull those same, which they're smart not doing, because you don't want to. But at the same time, like if you were to be able to pull 700,000 viewers from the other show,
don't get too
why
big
not?
For your britches.
Don't. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Don't do that. That'd be bad.
Yeah.
That'd be real bad.
Because we saw what happened with NXT when they tried to put it on Wednesdays. So you don't kind of want that same thing. But like I think an hour for where it is, for the debut that they had, if they keep that consistency, then I'm fine with it.
Yeah, but remember, that's what I was saying about SmackDown. They wanted to add that third hour.
That's why.
That's going to look bad. Yeah, exactly, that's why. But
and they're going to reduce... Okay, and let them, because that's going to reduce the quality of their show. Because now you have to... I think it'll be stupid if they do. If they do, it'll be stupid.
It might be kind of suicidal.
Yeah.
Like, you're killing the show before it starts. Like...
But I bet Vince feels like that every morning. It's like, you feel suicidal? Like, only in the mornings. What movie is that from? I forgot.
I forgot what movie.
Oh, it's from Ocean's 11, or one of the Ocean's movies. Yeah, but no, man. Yeah, I enjoyed it. And then next one, the next show is supposed to be a huge tease. It's in Chicago. It's Darby Allin been talking shit about the best in the world, like wanting to like beat people that think that they're the best in the world, blah blah. Did they actually sign CM Punk? Are we actually gonna see him on Friday night? If they do, you don't think so?
I think he's gonna send in a fucking video. He's not. He's done.
Regardless, video or not.
Okay.
Video or actual appearance counts.
It counts. Yeah, that would count.
Regardless. I don't think he's done, bro.
I don't know.
I don't think they would be teasing it this hard for it not to be a thing. You know what I mean?
I don't even care anymore.
I don't care. I don't care, but it would be. If you do it, you do it then. That's all I'm saying. So I'm
Yeah. There's no hype.
Yeah, there's
at this point. There's no hype. At this point, there's no hype to it.
Yeah. You either deliver or you don't. It's that simple. It's that simple at this point. You either deliver or you don't.
When is All Out? It's not.
All Out is in 2 weeks. I told you.
It's in 2 weeks. And that's next week.
Why don't you set it up? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You never know.
And CM Punk is an asshole because he's been
teasing too. That's what I'm saying.
He's been teasing it.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. He's teasing it everywhere.
They've all been teasing it.
He did a cage fight. I think it was Bare Knuckle. He was doing commentary. Yeah. He was teasing. He was just making elite jokes.
Yeah.
He was making all elite jokes. He was like, "Oh yeah, like he knows what he's doing. He's hilarious. He's a funny guy. What do you expect?" Yeah. But no, I'm calling bullshit. I don't even care anymore. I'm lying.
If it happens, it happens. If it happens, it happens.
It'd be
would I like it to happen? Would I love to see him back? Yeah. Because this is the other thing. To me, yes, one of the best wrestlers in the world, period, at his time when he was back in the day. And on top of he's a gem on the mic. Let's be real. Let's be real. He's a gem on the mic all the time. Like he does not miss. That dude never miss anyone. Darby Allin first. Darby Allin is the first one. He fucking ends.
First one has to be.
Yeah, you gotta go after Kid Sting. 100%. You be like, oh, word Kid Sting? I hope, if he uses that fucking phrase, I'm gonna laugh so hard if he calls him Kid Sting.
Did you see the picture that I sent you of him in the rafters with Sting? His hands like this, and they were painted. I don't know why that's like the most hilarious thing to me.
Why?
I don't know why. I'm telling you, I don't know why. It's just
you're a fucking weirdo, bro. That's why.
It just looks very funny. And then the nails are pointy. It just looks funny to me. I don't know.
I didn't even notice the pointy nails or anything. I didn't even notice that part.
That's what it was. I think that's more so what it was. But it was everything. It was like Sting and then Sting of 2020, I guess.
I didn't realize that.
Like
okay, so
everything. That's what.
Let's move on to the AAA Triplemania on was it on Saturday?
It was on Saturday.
It was on Saturday.
They were both on Saturday. It's just that match happened. Like this show finished before.
Let's just get into it. Yeah. Let's get into it. All right, so just gonna run through the card because they actually had seven. They had seven matches. So they had a trios match. Team Leyenda Americana, la Leyenda Americana, El Arcano, and La Estrella Cósmica defeated Team Terror Púrpura, Terror Púrpura, El Venonide, and Picadura Letal. Okay, fair enough. It was a 6-man tag match technically. 6-woman tag match.
That was one match.
Mm-hmm.
That was one match.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you.
This was the Marvel Lucha Libre Edition exhibition match. That's what it was legit called. After that, we had the second. Yeah, no, it definitely was. I didn't watch it all, but I'm pretty sure it was. So then we had a 12-man Copa Paradal Triplemania match, which I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing somebody won a cup. So Mr. Iguana defeated Mistesis Jr., Carta Brava Jr., Aramis, Tito Santana, Drago. I like Drago. Drago's a beast. He's fucking
Tito Santana's still wrestling?
I know, right? Niño Hamburguesa. And yes, that sounds exactly what it's like. Niño Hamburguesa. Kid hamburger. Boy burger or some shit like that. Mocho Cota Jr., Pimpinela Escarlata.
You gotta get him on the show.
Pimpinela Escarlata. Villano Junior the Third, Mamba, and Argenis. But yeah, so after that, at number 3, we had Diana Purrazzo defeating Fabi Apache for it was a champion versus champions match for the AAA Reina de Reinas Campeonato and the Impact Knockouts Championship, and she won. So now Diana Purrazzo is a dual champion. Completely forgot to watch the match. I forgot that was a thing, and I feel bad about it because I'm pretty sure it was a damn good match. Diana Purrazzo just can get it better and better as she goes. You didn't say shit, you lying fucking lying son of
too. I forgot. Listen here, hoe. What? You a hoe. What? You a dirty asshole. You a stinking asshole. What?
Nah. Yeah, go fuck it. Go fuck yourself. So after that, we had a 3-way tag team match for the AAA World Tag Team Championships. We had the Lucha Bros with Rey Fénix and Pentagon Jr. defeating Jinetes del Aire, Hijo del Son of the Viking, and Laredo Kid, and Taurus and Brian Cage. So congratulations to the Lucha Bros for becoming the AAA World Champions. Oh, no, they were already the champions. That's right. My bad. Then at 5th, we had La Empresa, Puma King, and Sam Sudanis and DMT Azul defeating Team AAA, which had Pagano, Chessman, and Murder Clown. So there's a Murder Clown and a Psycho Clown. What happens if they team together?
Oh my God, there's gonna be a massacre.
Yeah, that's scary, man. That's fucking scary. At number 6 for the co-main event, we had Kenny Omega with Conan defeating Andrade El Idolo, coming out with Ric Flair in a singles match for the AAA Mega Campeonato. Really good match, really fun match. They went at it just like I thought it was, like I thought they would. Andrade looks much bigger now too. Like he put on some muscles.
He does
and shit. So but they were both looking good, man. And it was just one of those things like they were even talking about while I was watching it, because obviously it was in Spanish, and they're talking like, what? Those commentators on fucking point, bro. Everything they talked about, even though I was playing the game, like and whatever, and watching here and there, I was just like, these commentators are no fucking joke. They're on point. Like, they were mentioning AEW. They were mentioning what he did in Japan. They were mentioning how what he did in Impact and all that stuff. How he lost the Impact title the night before, whatever. And they were like, will he lose 2 in 48 hours? Like, how would that like fuck with him going into his AEW World Championship match with Christian Cage? Like, they were going with everything. Like, they had everything down pat. And I was like, it was like watching soccer, but with wrestling. And I was like, yo, these motherfuckers did their homework like crazy. And I was like, I shouldn't have expected anything less because, like, they were going in, like, right from the beginning of the match. And I was just like, right in the walk-ups, I was like, oh, shit. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, the fact that he brought out Flair was different.
Oh, yeah.
He was supposed to win.
No.
He was with Flair. Okay, maybe not with Flair, but he was supposed to win.
If you brought out Charlotte, then yes. But no.
Well, she was in the back.
She was. So she should have came out. She should have been like, fuck WWE, yo. I'm coming out with my man. Right. What is he going to do? Fire her? He's not going to fire her.
Have her tied up in litigations forever. I don't know what that is.
What was that?
I don't know what that was. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what that is. But yeah, like, I don't know.
It was a great match, though. It was a great match. He probably should have won, but I don't think you. This is the problem. I don't think you want him potentially losing all 3 titles in the span of 2 weeks. You know what I mean?
No, of course not.
Would it make sense for storyline purposes? Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. But I don't think you take it off him just yet. Just yet. But it was a great match. I enjoyed the match. I give it like a 4.5.
If that's the WrestleMania, that's the WrestleMania. I don't care.
So?
If that's AAA's WrestleMania, no. It got to go.
So? No,
Titles have to change.
No, don't.
Why the fuck not?
So that's a fucking...
If I'm fuck out of it.
If you're AAA, clearly they booked it for him to win. So you can't be you like if I'm AAA. No, if it's not like he put pressure on like no, like hey.
Well,
clearly he lost the championship on Friday night. You know that's he makes decisions on those bookings too. He's like, yes, I'm gonna lose this. But in terms of storyline, I wouldn't have been surprised if he lost. I wouldn't have been surprised if he lost. To be honest with you, I was expecting Andrade to win. It could have went either way. I didn't have my hopes up for anyone. I just wanted to see a great wrestling match, and that's what I saw. Did he end up winning? Yes.
I kind of expected that because that is the first. One is the first match of a new show. Then it's the first.
No, I was talking about the Andrade match.
No, but I'm saying
Christian match.
I expect
either one could have went 50-50, honestly.
But I'm expecting
either one was 50-50.
It's brand new for Rampage. This is the first match. This is the first title match. This is the first Kenny Omega Christian match.
Mm-hmm.
I get why the title changed there.
Yeah.
But okay, whatever. It shouldn't have happened. But because this should have happened, it should have happened. Andrade should have that title. I think it would look better if Andrade had that title because he could go back and forth as like how Kenny's going to Impact and he's coming back and forth. We need that. Hey, we don't need that. AAA needs that. AAA needs that.
Yes and no.
AAA needs that.
Yes and no. Would it be smart to have a Mexican champion? Sure, absolutely. Especially somebody like Andrade, of course. But I also understand the wanting to have Kenny as your champion. It's fucking Kenny Omega. Why wouldn't you want Kenny Omega to be the champion? You know?
I get it. They give it. Yeah, I understand that. Kenny is Kenny. All these companies are putting their titles on.
Everybody wants Kenny. Like,
I get it.
Because they add prestige to the title because of who's holding it. You know what I mean? So that's what it comes down to.
And how many titles one person is holding at one time adds prestige.
Exactly.
Well. No, I get it.
Exactly.
I get that. But when you knock that person down, that adds prestige to you and the title. Oh, maybe
yes
not the title. Definitely you. Definitely you.
Definitely who? You mean the wrestler?
Yes. If you not, if you like,
but that's looking. That's looking at one aspect of it, not the whole. You know what I mean?
No.
The reason they gave, for me, the reason they gave it to Christian, which made sense, was because he was a former Impact champion as well. He's a legend. Yeah. He came back after 7 years.
He's never had the
story
Impact
there.
Title.
Yes, he did.
He had the NWA title. He didn't have the Impact title.
TNA title, you mean? Same thing.
No, he had the NWA title. It was the NWA title.
It said he was a TNA champ.
He was a champion in TNA.
I gotta check this out.
That's what that is. He was the champion in TNA. They did before TNA had the title. They had the NWA title.
Oh wait, they had the NWA championship first.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Before, in the very beginning, year 1 and 2, maybe year 3, they had
2005 to 2007. Okay, so regardless, he's still a world champion of TNA/Impact. He's still a world champion, regardless if it's Impact, TNA, or NWA. Because if you're holding the main title for the show, for the company, you're the world champion.
And the title, I think they used to address the title as the TNA NWA title.
There you go.
Like initial type. Yeah, I think I could be wrong, but I think that's what they were doing at one point. If they somebody at least did it once, but whatever. Either way, yeah, he's had the title, but he's never had that specific title. But he's been a champion for the company. So yeah, that's kind of cool that he can go back and be champion.
Yeah,
and
so it makes sense in that aspect.
Back and forth, because that's what I was saying before. His slogan is outwork everyone, but I'm not saying that he didn't look like it. It just didn't look like what I thought it was like. And either way, I'm happy that it's still going. It has to be outwork everyone because he's a champion of a different company that he doesn't really work for, but he works for another company where he's gonna be prevalent. So I'm liking it. I'm liking that. What it can turn into. I still like what it can turn into. Either way, match of the night was, or for AEW at least, match of the night was the women's match, Britt and Velvet. But yeah, we were talking about Kenny and Andrade. That, I don't know, man. It was a good match. I really wish Andrade would have won. And of course, there's rumors in the world that says, on Twitter, that says, Tony Khan asked the people at AAA to hold off on changing the title. And they did, so.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case, too.
Yeah, so I get it. I get it. Based on what you said, I do get it. I just wish that wasn't the case.
Then afterwards, we had Psycho Clown versus Rey Escorpión at the main event for Lucha de Apuestas, which is like a wrestling bet, mask versus hair match, and Rey Escorpión had to cut his hair.
Oh,
yeah. So
he bald.
was like, "Fuck you." So you're bald now. I don't know if he's bald. I know he had long hair. I don't know. I don't remember. Hold on. Let's see. Rey Escorpión. No picture of Rey Escorpión on Wikipedia. What the fuck are you good for, Wikipedia? Jesus Christ.
He has a mask and he has hair. That's what happened.
Escorpión.
Okay, so what are we talking about next? SummerSlam?
I put Rey Escorpión, right? And then fucking Scorpion King comes out. Because technically speaking, Scorpion King is Rey Escorpión in Spanish.
That is the translation?
Yes.
Oh my God. There's a video
of Google.
Oh, yeah. They don't translate well.
No, it translated literally. No, it translated literally. That's the thing, because I put Rey Escorpión, and it was just like, okay, you want to see the Scorpion King, but in Spanish. I'm like, no, that's not what I was asking for. But okay, that's fine. But yeah, I'm guessing at this point we could move on to New Japan.
Because that's
New Japan. Because we haven't talked about New Japan yet. The fuck? New Japan Resurgence. So we're gonna run through this shit too, because we have some limited time.
That first match was amazing.
The dark match? No, there wasn't a dark match. Yeah. No, so we had a dark match, so we're going to run through it real quick. The dark match between the DKC, Kevin Knight, Jordan Clearwater, Barrett Brown, Mysterioso, and Bateman. Barrett Brown, and Mysterioso won that one. First match, Alex Coughlin, Open Challenge Series, 15-minute time limit. You had Alex Coughlin. Well, you had Carl Fredericks defeating Alex Coughlin in a really good 10-minute match. We'll come back around to that. After that, second match, we had Ren Narita, Clark Connors, and TJP defeating Rocky Romero, Fred Rosser, and Wheeler Yuta. In the third match, we had, which we'll get to, Leo Rush, Chris Dickinson, Fred Yehi. I'm going to go Yehi. Yuya Yamura and Adrian Quest defeating Tom Lawler, JR Kratos, Danny Limelight, Joel Nelson, and Royce Isaacs. In the fourth match, we had Juice Robinson defeating Hikuleo. Fifth match, we had Tomohiro Ishii versus Moose in a match that I never thought I wanted to see, but God, I am so happy I saw that match. We'll get back to it.
That's not even the first time.
We'll get back to it. Like I said, sixth match, special tag match, we had John Moxley and Yuji Nagata losing to Machine Gun, Carl Anderson, and Doc Gallows. And then double main event, we had, for the co-main event technically, 60-minute limit, never open weight championship match. We had Jay White defeating David Finlay in the first defense. So he hit him with the Blade Runner, and Jay White retained the never open weight championship. And then the main event of the night was the IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship match between Lance Archer and Hiroshi Tanahashi. And for Lance Archer's second defense, and Hiroshi Tanahashi came up winning, and he is now the 10th IWGP US Heavyweight Champion. Overall, great fucking card, honestly.
Yeah.
I actually didn't think I would have fun watching it, and I had fun. Like you said, the first match was a great fucking match. Carl Fredericks and Alex Coughlin were going in really hard in the first fucking match. Yes, it was a 10-minute match, but it felt like a 20-minute match with everything that they put in there. It was really hard hitting. It was back and forth. I enjoyed the shit out of it. And Carl Fredericks deservedly so winning. But Alex Coughlin just showcased why he's there. You know, he's just that good. So I'm glad I got to see that match. Second match was a 6-man tag. Still really good match overall. I was surprised to see Rocky Romero in there, but still good. TJP, we got to see Shit Baby again. TJP. And I mean, he's always good, man. As much shit as I could talk about TJP with his Shit Baby face, he's still a fucking man. Like, he's still really good. And
he wasn't a super Shit Baby the whole night, though. I give him that.
No, he wasn't. He's just Shit Baby.
He was.
I like what he does in the ring.
He was Teddy. He was more Teddy.
I like what he does in the ring. I can't hate. He's always been a beast, regardless of where he's been. So it's just your face. You just look very punchable. It's not your fault. So please explain to me: is Leo Rush still retired?
I don't know.
Or I'm going to ask. This is the other thing I was thinking. Then I was watching. I was like, "What the fuck? I thought you retired." And then I'm like, "Wait." He did say he had that he was going to fulfill obligations that he had already booked.
Yeah.
So this might be one of those things, because he might have had a whole thing already booked with New Japan in terms of their New Japan Strong Championship thing, because he was supposed to be pushing for that, and that was a storyline, which really goes with him versus Tom Lawler. Because if they won that match, he got a match with Tom Lawler. I'm not entirely sure, but I know there's a title match coming up between Leo Rush and Tom Lawler in the future. I don't know exactly when it is, but I know it's happening. Because I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, what are you doing here, bro? I thought you retired. But if he didn't retire, if his shoulder is fine now, then great. If you're just fulfilling your obligations like you said you would, great too. It's still good to see you in the ring. So if you're still technically retired and you're just finishing out everything, it's great to see you in the ring. I hope you have a great match versus Tom Lawler when you get that match.
So what's the bad of it? If what? If he's not retired? If he
then you're just full of shit.
If he said he was retired,
you just sound like he was complaining the whole time. Yeah.
No, that was just him. That was not. It could be him complaining. It can be that, but it's him talking about the ails of the wrestling business. It's what comes with it. Not being able to see your family.
No, I get that. But if you signed up for the wrestling business, you know that's part of it.
And sometimes you get your itch. Look, like, everybody gets to come back sometime, okay? Like, look at CM Punk.
That's different than being out for 5 years or a year even, than saying 2 months ago, I'm going to retire, and now he's like popping up. So if he is, like I said, if he is fulfilling his obligations like he said he would.
Every day I say
like
I'm going to retire.
Yeah, exactly. If he's fulfilling his obligations, then fine. Like, that's cool. I'm fine with it. Like, all right, fair enough. But don't go on social media saying, hey, I'm retiring due to my shoulder, trying to spend time with my family, this and that, you know.
But he said, like you said,
focusing on mental health stuff, and then
you can't say that. You can't say that. You can't say that.
That's where I have an issue with it. You know what I mean? If he's not retiring, you can't say all that stuff. But like I said, if he's just fulfilling his duties, his contractually obligated duties that he's cool with, then fine. I'm wholeheartedly cool with that.
He's not doing what the guy whose name is abbreviated. He's not doing what the other guys are doing. It doesn't matter. I don't want to say it. But he's not doing what anybody else is doing. He's not saying he's retiring and popping back up. I don't think that's what he's doing. He said he was going to. If he is, I guess we have to figure out by the end of the year. Well, halfway through the next year. He said he had obligations throughout the year, and that was it.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. So, like, if he's just fulfilling all his obligations, and getting the final payouts, then fine. I'm fine with that. I'm 100% okay with that, because he did state he was going to do that. So I'm fine with that. I have no problem with that. I'm sure that's what it is.
I hope that's what it is.
I hope that's what it is.
I mean, even if there's some things that go into next year, I don't really need confirmation, but there needs to be confirmation some way, somehow, I guess.
If he's still wrestling into winter of next year, I'll be like,
it depends. It depends on how often. And
no, period.
It better not be often.
Period. You fulfill your contract obligation, but if you come back, like, if you're gonna say I'm taking time off to heal up,
it could go into.
I said winter of next year, not like this year's winter. I'm not talking about 2021 winter. I'm talking 21, 22. I'm talking 22, 23 winter. 22. That's what I'm talking.
No.
This upcoming winter, I don't give a shit about, because if he's that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
No. Winter's
so hopefully he's fulfilling his obligations. That's it. Fourth match, Juice Robinson versus Hikuleo.
He could have been signed for all that. He could have just been working AEW and get that little bit of extra money and just be like, oh yeah, just give me a 1-year contract and call it a fucking day. Let me do some stuff here, let me do some stuff there, and let me live in Jacksonville, I guess. Whatever. But I don't.
Yeah.
Either way.
I said, we put too much time on this shit. Juice Robinson and Hikuleo was a good match. Hikuleo's a beast. Like, let's be honest, he's a fucking beast. And Juice won with a roll up motherfucker up. And
that's our tagline.
I like that it's called the victory roll, and that's actually one of his finishers. Like, it's actually one of his finishers, so it's pretty funny. So Tomohiro Ishii and Moose. Fuck me.
Oh god.
Man.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
When did this happen the first time? 5 years ago.
like indies. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see that, so don't tell me. So don't tell me that I saw that. Oh, it happened before. I didn't fucking watch it. So
I didn't.
This is my first time
seeing it.
seeing
Happened in Ring of Honor. I think that
okay, did you watch that match?
I went back and watched some of it.
Yeah, fuck you. Oh,
Moose was Moose was a different.
Moose was fresh off the fucking gate. Moose was like,
yes, he definitely was fresh.
Yeah, so that I don't count that shit. I don't. That's what I'm saying. He's fresh off the gate. I don't count that shit. I count this one. This match was fucking crazy. This match had all the slaps, all of them, all the power moves, and like I just loved it. Back and forth. It was just. It was. If there's one match you guys should see from the night, it's this one. Definitely, you guys and gals. It's definitely. It's probably match of the night for me. 100%.
That's top two. That's top two.
Yeah. It was just. It was so much fun to watch. Like I legit stopped and I just started watching. Like I was just like, but I was like laughing nervously half the time. Like I was like, oh shit! Like it was just so fucking good.
Ishii's like a fucking boulder.
He's been doing it for 25 years, bro.
Oh my god,
25 years. That shit is crazy. When they said that, I was like,
your career as a child.
I was like, I was 6 when you started. No, I'm sorry.
Your career as a child that has.
Yeah, I was 6 when you started. Exactly.
Got a job.
Got a job at Walmart after getting the degree in biochemical engineering. I don't know where that came from. But I'm just saying that's usually what happens.
That's very specific. That's somebody's life is fucked up.
I know.
That's specific.
Sometimes it just doesn't turn up for everyone.
That's a bad drop, though. That degree.
I know somebody that had. I know that had a degree in biochem and was working at Starbucks, and I was like, "You have a degree in biochem. Why are you here?" It's just hard to get jobs sometimes.
Yeah, like they can make Starbucks in a cup without actual coffee. Like Probably. That's crazy.
The tag match. Probably. The tag match. It was cool. It was whatever. I thought John Moxley would bring out what's his face, his best friend.
Yeah, that's Shota Umino. That's not happening apparently.
No, not Shota Umino. You dummy. His best friend from AEW.
Oh, Eddie.
Yes.
Should have.
Yeah.
Honestly,
but you know, having Yuji Nagata come out, I'm okay with that too. It was cool to see him come out after he told, like, you know, after he called him out for the challenge and then he wanted to wrestle. So like obviously there's respect there, like 100%. Like him bringing him out, him challenging him first and then bringing him out afterwards. Like there's obvious respect there. But it was okay match. It wasn't anything too crazy. I kind of like glanced over that match. I was just like, yeah, I'm not really interested.
No, you're right. It wasn't anything special. Yeah. The only thing that was special was what happened after the match. When, the Good Brothers grabbed the mic, pretty much said, "We know why you're here. You guys are here, but we bought tickets to see us, the Elite, not the Bullet Club, the Elite, not the Bullet Club." And then the Bullet Club came out. Then GOD came out. Yo, my man's was like, slap me. I was like, yes. I was like, get hood in his face. He was like, whether it's a shoot or a work, but either way, I fucking love it. I was watching it like, I was like, punch him in the face. It does feel real. It does feel real. I was like, punch him in the face. And the other thing is like, it's funny because you have the people that started it and the people that kept it going. Yeah.
But it's like, I hope that it's not like actually real beef and that they're just really good fucking actors.
It can't.
But at the same time, I'm pretty sure there's a little bit like, you know, whatever within it, but I'm pretty sure this is all talked out like a long time ago anyway. So
yeah, I'm sure of it. Yeah, because
it was just really good. I was like, slap that motherfucker. Slap that motherfucker. See what happens.
I was waiting for it. I was
waiting. I was like, ooh. I was like, Carl.
I don't know.
He's gonna kill you.
I don't know when this match is gonna happen, but this match needs to happen.
So good. That's gonna be a great match. I would assume it could. It's probably gonna be at hopefully it would be at Wrestle Kingdom or Dominion already happened. Remember that? Remember we forgot that it happened and we talked about it.
We forgot that we talked about it.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, that's gonna be a great match when it does happen finally. We had the Jay White versus David Finlay. Awesome match. I mean, they were going back and forth. They both grew up in the dojos together, and they were harping a lot on. They were talking a lot about how David Finlay must feel to play catch up to Jay White in terms of like how Jay White just shot up like a fucking, and I like career trajectory wise compared to David Finlay and all that stuff. And I like that they did that because it gives it a sense of like the story is just there. You know what I mean? Yeah,
it's the story there, even if you don't think it's the easiest story. It's the easiest.
It's
story.
like former best friends.
It's like they have a history, even though it's nothing big, but it's something big between them. You can tell, like they've had X amount of matches, and
he's 12-2 versus him. Well, 13-2 now against him.
Yeah, he's 13-2. Like that. That's the story. The story is they're 13-2, and they've been fighting since they've been fighting for the last 7 years, and look where one person is, and look where the other person is there. It's
one person. One person is the first Grand Slam champion of New Japan. The other person
what's so crazy? Yeah, not even Grand Slam.
It's insane that he's fucking Grand Slam champion, bro. Like in what 4 years? 4 years? That's crazy. That's crazy.
He's had each title every year.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
All that's left is fucking. All that's left is fucking tag team if he wants to, but he won't be able to. He'll have to drop weight for the junior heavyweight championship. But like,
well, fucking David Finlay, hurry up and get in line and do that half. At least you might as well do that.
So the G1 is coming up, which is cool. So I don't remember exactly when this happened, right? I think it was between these two matches, between the double main events. But my man's came out.
Will Ospreay came out before the
main events. Before the tag match. Okay, before the tag match. Okay, so
because he called Moxley a wanker.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. I loved it. I loved it because he spoke truth. Because he spoke truth. He was like,
"You could not going to be a part of the G1." I said, "What?"
Yeah. He was like, "I'm gonna stay my ass here."
I want a title during this time. I've done that work already.
And the other thing is like, all I needed was 4 months, and you guys couldn't keep the title on me for 4 months when it's 6 months if you don't defend it and you vacate it. And that's when he pointed out Jon Moxley. And this wanker Jon Moxley was able to keep that title for a year and not defend it, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like...
That's
and all the commentators were like, he has a point. He's not wrong. It's just a matter of how he started calling everybody little bitches and all that stuff. And I was just like, get him. It was all great. He even told Kevin Kelly to shut up too. I was like, at one point, he was like, nah, shut the fuck up. But like, it was... honestly, it was gold, man. It was gold
stop
from
Kevin
him.
Kelly like Michael Cole. They gotta stop that.
Yes and no, because I feel like to me, he is, but Kevin Kelly, I prefer Kevin Kelly over Michael Cole. I don't know if that's because I've seen Michael Cole for years, but I prefer Kevin Kelly.
I've seen Kevin Kelly for years too. Yeah, it was a drop off of time.
Yeah, exactly. But no, yeah, like it was gold. It was fun seeing that. It was fun. His shit talking. I was like, talk to him, bro.
Did you hear Aiden English on commentary?
Yeah, I didn't know who Matt was, and then I saw a picture. I was like, it's fucking Aiden English.
Yeah.
I was like, no, he was pretty good. I liked it.
It's a pale guy.
Mm-hmm. Pale guy. So after that, we had the IWGP.
I don't know where that came to my head.
I don't know.
But
so
main event?
We had the main event, Lance Archer versus Hiroshi Tanahashi in a really, really, really good match. The one thing the one thing I love, and it's not bullshit. It's fucking Hiroshi Tanahashi. Secondly,
I know.
As much as I mean, dude, it's fucking John Cena equivalent. Like, let's be honest.
But I don't care. Let him take it on like the 5th defense.
Regardless, this technically guarantees him coming to AEW. Because that was the point of this match.
Yeah,
he wants to win his championship back.
At the end of the match, he was
yeah.
Yeah.
This pretty much guarantees that, because,
and he is in the States now, so give it the next month.
Give it the next couple. It might be an All Out. Think about it. Yeah, you didn't think about that one, motherfucker, did you?
I did not.
Yeah. So he wants a rematch. It might be an All Out, and then fucking this guy, Jon Moxley, might be coming into it and be like, yo, triple threat, baby. Let's go. Let's get it. Why the fuck not? Lance Archer, Jon Moxley, and Hiroshi Tanahashi in a triple threat match for the IWGP US Heavyweight. Exactly. And that's how it should happen. Hopefully it happens like that. But that's the reason you have that.
So, question, is that the first triple threat match since Cody Kenny and Coda?
Probably. For an IWGP championship match? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That's what I would book. That's what I would hope to book.
For the same title? For the same title. That's wild.
It wasn't for the same title. The other one was an IWGP Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, okay. I thought it was... Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a year behind then.
Yeah. No, but it was a great match. I mean, and the thing that I love the most about this match that I wasn't expecting at all was the utmost respect from Lance Archer to Hiroshi Tanahashi at the end. Like,
after how brutal they were,
yeah, he talked to him and he was just like, "Yo, I respect you so much." But I was completely expecting him to beat his ass afterwards for losing, but complete 180 from what we know him to be. Like, he was sincere about it, and I was just like, "Damn, son!" And he even like mentioned the Kuroko and Hall, like them two, and the Tanahashi and Archer chants, like, oh, stuff. He was like, it's one of my favorite memories ever, like in wrestling, like period. I was like, God damn. And like, he respects the shit out of that.
When did he say all of this? Oh, that
right
was
after
during
the match.
Promo.
No, this was right after the match.
He did, yeah.
And that's what he told me. He was like, promise me one thing. He was like, if you're gonna defend it against me at AEW. He told him that come to AEW. He's like, that's where I want to fight you next. He's like, we did it in New Japan. He was like, we did it over there. We did it here. I want to do it in AEW. So that it sets it up perfectly. And I like the show of respect from him, like, took me aback. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this Lance Archer?
If that happens as a triple threat match, I still want Archer to win.
No, it makes sense. I mean, let's be real. Tanahashi's been he's been a placeholder here and there. Yeah, exactly. But like, the other thing is, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he were to lose.
Champion. He just now made Grand Slam champion because he has that title. He just lost the Neverweight. Like,
you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Jay White just took this title off of him.
So he had the Never Open Weight. He has a US. He had the Intercontinental, and he had the fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
He's had everything.
Damn.
And that was one of his promos for AEW. But when they first announced it, he said, I've had every title except for that one. I gotta come get it.
Got it. Cool.
And that's when they announced the first match. That match.
It was. I mean, I enjoyed the pay-per-view. It was fun. I had a blast watching it. And I didn't expect it to be that. Not that I expected it to be that good. I just didn't think. I don't know what I expected, but it was just good. It was just good. I was happy that it was good, and I didn't have a high ceiling for it. I didn't go in with any expectations. That's what it was, and I just watched it, and I was just like,
because the Rainmaker's not on there, because Suzuki's not on there.
That has really nothing to do with it. Because the thing is, I didn't know the match. I didn't know the matches going in. You just told me, hey, watch it.
Oh, you didn't even watch.
You
didn't even look at the lineup.
No, I had no idea what the card was. You were just like, "Oh, this happened."
Once I put it on, I'm looking at the lineup. Once I got this shit casting onto the TV, I'm looking at the lineup. I have to.
No, yeah, I mean the lineup's there for you, but like I didn't look at the card at all. I just put it on. I was like, "Oh, he mentioned New Japan Resurgence. Let me watch that," and that's what I did.
Okay.
So yeah, so that's why I was like pleasantly surprised that it was a good, that I had a good outcome. It had a good turnout.
Yeah, because it kind of felt like a random show, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
it was
exactly.
Random to us.
Yeah, exactly. So
I wasn't sure either, and you know how we feel about all the tag matches.
Exactly, but it was still good. So I had fun.
Yeah.
And that's a key component. Like if you have fun watching a pay-per-view, like that's what matters. So we can move on to Le WWEs. That's WWE.
Lewy.
I guess I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but yeah. So we have SummerSlam coming up this weekend. So even on WWE Network, they said SummerSlam card so far. It says it in parentheses and everything. So
8 matches already.
I know. So what? This is why I fucking hate WWE, but whatever. I don't hate WWE, but it's just too much.
They better make something a tag.
It's too much. So we have
2 matches a tag match and just make it and just go from fucking 8 to fucking 6.
We'll see. We'll run through the card real quick. So we have Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal, which probably should be a good one. We have United States Championship match, Sheamus versus Damian Priest. I didn't even know Sheamus was still there. We have Edge versus Seth Rollins, which should be a really good match. Edge versus Seth Rollins. That one I'll probably look forward to. SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. Yeah. Jimmy and the Drunkards versus Rey and Dominic Mysterio. That's what they are. Raw Women's Championship Triple Threat match. Nikki, a superhero at this point for me, because she's a champ. Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. Yeah, not almost anymore. That's to me. SmackDown Women's Championship match. Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks. WWE Championship match. Bobby Lashley versus Goldberg. I'm sorry, Bobby Lashley versus Goldberg. And then Universal Championship match, Roman Reigns versus John Cena.
That's not what you're supposed to say. You're supposed to. And his name is John Cena.
His time is now, people.
Not that either. You weren't supposed.
I mean, the card's okay. It's a shitload of championship matches, which is fine. But are we gonna go?
Why not?
Yeah, sure. It's one of the majors, so we probably should.
Yeah, it's the major.
It's a major. Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
And it's a lot of titles here. It's a lot of It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's true. And I haven't gotten really gone out like that in like 6 weeks, so might as fucking well.
Yeah, see, exactly. Yeah.
Taking care of Mom Dukes and shit. So all right. So I think it should be a good card.
I already know who I want to win all these things. I already know who
you want to win.
Jinder Mahal, Damian Priest. I guess Edge. I don't really care about that match, but Edge, Bianca Belair, the Usos, Bobby Lashley.
Well, yeah, I prefer the Usos to win that one. Bobby, yes.
Roman, and let Nikki keep it.
I would say that let Nikki. We're 100% on board on every single pick. Wholeheartedly. Moving on to NXT 35. NXT Takeover 35. So where's your fucking preview thing? Where's your fucking preview thing? You guys make it so difficult.
You don't even know. What's happening?
Why do you?
Let me just
okay. So no, I got it. So we have the $1 million champion LA Knight versus Cameron Grimes. Kyle O'Reilly versus Adam Cole in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Damn, we haven't seen one of those in forever.
Yep.
I think the last time we saw a 2 out of 3 falls match was Kenny versus Okada on a big stage, and that was for the championship, and that's why he finally won it.
Yep.
And it was time limit too. On top of that. That was great. So we have the NXT Women's Champion Raquel Gonzalez versus Dakota Kai, We also have NXT 36 preview. Why? Walter versus Ilja Dragunov II. I don't know why you would be putting that as a thing, but okay. And then NXT
That
champion
was a dope
Karrion
match
Kross
the first
versus
time.
Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe? What the fuck? I thought you were saying.
No. They gave him his pink slip and then they took it back. And just said, you know what? You're just going to go to NXT.
NXT is technically dead now, though, because they're just firing everybody from NXT at this point, or releasing everybody from NXT.
Nah, look at that card. That's a good card.
I'm not saying it's not a good card. I'm just saying it's technically only four. It's technically only 4 matches right now.
I got 5.
They could add 1 or 2. There's 4 because it says
Dragunov, man.
It says NXT Takeover 36 preview. It's not a match.
That's happening. That's happening for NXT, the UK title. That's happening.
Okay. The Walter vs. Dragunov was originally scheduled for July 22nd. The Austrian Anomaly sustained a hand injury during a backstage altercation with the Mad Russian following the press conference the week prior, forcing the title match to be moved to NXT TakeOver 36.
Yeah, that's happening.
But this is NXT TakeOver 30. You fucking WWE, get your shit correct, man. Jesus fucking Christ. Because it says NXT TakeOver 36 preview this weekend. Like, that's literally what it says on their own website.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, this is why I'm thinking, why would you preview a match for the next takeover? That's why I got confused. Damn, I wish I had the stupid idiots! Like Dennis?
Yeah.
Dennis Reynolds?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay. Should be
so
interesting.
wait,
I don't know.
what night are we going? What night are we going? That's the question. Are we going on Saturday or are we going Sunday?
I'm not going on a Sunday night.
Okay.
I prefer to go Saturday night. No, I'm not going on Sunday night because I gotta work. I still gotta get back into the flow of working and shit. So yeah.
And you work on Monday?
I don't know. I don't know when I work because I can't sign into my like application on my work phone to see when I work because I think my email password
expired
and I wasn't there to renew it, so now I can't see shit. So now I'm gonna have to text all of my coworkers tomorrow that I usually work with and be like, guys, what's my schedule? They're like, dude, do you have a phone? And I'll be like, no, I don't though, because this is probably what happened. They're gonna be like, fuck.
You don't have an app.
No, I have the app. It just won't let me sign into anything on my I still get the emails, which is weird. But I can't sign in to see what my schedule is. Oh, wait, I can. I think.
You don't know what the hell you can do with that damn thing.
Whatever. But yeah, that's the whole ass weekend review and upcoming, I know, my bad. And upcoming preview for the NXT and, WWE pay-per-view weekend and whatever. I think it should be good overall, though. I think the weekend should be good for WWE. Should be being the main operant, phrase. But yeah.
Yeah, they still have
time
to fuck it up.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
They have time to fuck it up at 8:01 on Saturday and Sunday.
This is true. But yeah, you got anything else? Because I think that's literally it.
All right, so
just say no, because we're already an hour and 8 minutes. Just say no.
That's what I was about to say. And so no, I don't have. And
okay. Because if you were gonna start talking, I was gonna be like, fuck out of here. Or I would have hit you with the.
It doesn't matter what you think.
So yeah.
You shut the fuck up and do the outro, motherfucker.
I know.
You're doing all that bullshit.
I know. It's because I have the buttons and they're working now. But yeah, with that being said, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you so much for watching. You can follow us on Twitter at Pokes and Chokes, myself at _Mr. Alex75 _ the guy on the other side at
NU _KEWLA.
Facebook.com/Pokes and Chokes.
That's what you should do.
I'm not wasting time on those animations. I could, but I'm not gonna. I could probably do that though. But it's a moot point because it's under your thing anyway. So under your little box.
Just drop it in as I say.
Yeah, no. Facebook.com/Pokes and Chokes, on Instagram at Pokes Chokes Podcast. You could click the link in the description below. To go to everything Eye Pokes and Head Chokes, including our merch sites at Redbubble, Threadless, and Teespring. Listen to us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Transistor FM, and Stitcher. And thanks for watching. The shirts are coming along good. Well, one of the designs for the shirts are coming along good, so we'll see then. And hopefully we'll have the new merch up with it.
I need a new backdrop. For my
so then use a virtual. I don't know, man. Don't look at me.
I need the 200, even though it's 200 and change.
I know, right?
And then
don't look at me, little puppet. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Shut up and send me the damn.
Bye, people. Bye.
I fucking hate you.
I know. It's fine. It's fine.